Hey there folks, it's your boy Mr. Potato here to give you the lowdown on some everyday items. But first, did you hear about the two antennas that got married? Well, the ceremony was pretty standard, but the reception was excellent. Now let's get down to business. You know, it's fascinating how we go about our lives using a plethora of items without giving a second thought to what goes into making them. The cost, the effort, the resources. So much is invested behind the scenes to make our lives comfortable and convenient, and today, we're gonna lift the veil on some of these everyday mysteries. Imagine you're kicking back on the couch, remote in hand, ready to switch on your 50-inch flat-screen TV. Ever wondered what it takes to manufacture that big screen magic? Or how about when you're scrolling through your Apple mobile phone, lost in the world of social media? The intricacies involved in creating that sleek device might surprise you. Then there's the pack of Crayola crayons that your little one can't get enough of. Those vibrant colors that fuel their imagination. What's the story behind them? And the Yankee candle that fills your home with soothing scents. What goes into making it? Let's not forget the breakfast staple Kellogg's Cocoa Pops or the Adidas hoodie that's your go-to comfort wear. Ever pondered over their journey from the production line to your home? And speaking of comfort, what about the vape pen you might use, or that bottle of Glenfiddich whiskey you savor on special occasions? What's the cost of creating these indulgences? Last but not least, there's the can of pedigree dog food that your furry friend gobbles up. Ever thought about what it takes to produce that canine delight? Well, it's time to unravel these mysteries. So, are you ready to find out how much it costs to make these items? Stay tuned! First up, we have the centerpiece of most living rooms, the 50-inch flat-screen TV. Now, this isn't just any goggle box, it's an intricate marvel of modern technology. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty of what goes into making one. First, we have the liquid crystal display, or LCD. This is where all the magic happens. It's filled with millions of tiny pixels that light up in different colors to give you that crisp, clear picture. The LCD is a marvel of engineering, requiring precision and quality control to ensure every single pixel works flawlessly. Next, there's the motherboard. This is the brain of the TV, controlling everything from the volume and channel to the color balance and contrast. It's packed with processors, memory, and other electronic components, all soldered onto a thin sheet of fiberglass. It's like a mini computer designed specifically for your TV. Then we have the casing, the stand, the buttons, all the physical parts that make up the TV's body. These are usually made from plastic, but can also be made from metal or glass in higher-end models. They're designed to be durable, lightweight, and stylish. Finally, let's not forget the remote control. This little device is often overlooked, but it's a crucial part of the TV experience. It has to be easy to use, responsive, and tough enough to survive being dropped, stepped on, or chewed by the family pet. So what does it all add up to? Well, the components alone can cost several $100s. But that's not the whole story. There's also the cost of assembly, testing, packaging, shipping, and marketing. When you factor in all these costs, it's estimated that a 50-inch flat-screen TV costs between $600 to $700 to make. That's right, folks. That's how much it costs to make your favorite binge-watching device. Next on the list, we have the Apple mobile phone, a gadget that's become a part of our identity. An Apple phone isn't just a device, it's a statement, a testament to the power of technology and design, and the effort that goes into making one is truly astounding. You might be surprised to learn just how many resources are required to create this sleek piece of technology. It starts with raw materials. We're talking about precious metals like gold, silver, and copper. Not to mention the rare earth elements that are essential for the phone's electronic components. These materials are sourced from all over the world, and extracting them is no small feat. Then there's the labor. From the engineers who design the phone's hardware and software to the factory workers who assemble the components, thousands of hours of work go into each device. And that's not even considering the logistics of shipping the phones worldwide, or the marketing campaigns that make you feel like you just have to have the latest model. But what really sets an Apple phone apart is its technology. The cutting-edge processors, the high-resolution displays, the state-of-the-art cameras, these aren't your average phone features. Each one represents countless hours of research and development, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in a handheld device. So how much does all this cost? Well, hold on to your hats, folks. The cost of producing an Apple mobile phone, from materials to labor to technology, is estimated to be roughly $400. Yes, you might be gasping right now, but remember, This doesn't include the cost of software development, marketing, distribution, and after-sales service. And there you have it. That's the price of crafting this technological marvel. It's more than just a phone, it's a symbol of innovation, a testament to human ingenuity, and a reflection of our ever-evolving digital world. Yes, you heard it right. That's the price of crafting this technological marvel. Moving on to a lighter note, let's talk about a pack of Crayola crayons. These little tools of creativity are made from paraffin wax and color pigments. The wax is heated until it's a hot liquid, then the pigments are mixed in until they're evenly distributed. Once the color is just right, the wax is poured into molds to shape the crayons. After they've cooled and hardened, the crayons are inspected for quality, wrapped in their distinctive labels, and packed into boxes. So, what's the price tag for creating these vibrant art instruments? Well, it's actually quite affordable. It turns out that the cost of the raw materials, manufacturing, and packaging for a pack of Crayola crayons is just a fraction of $1. And there you have it, the cost of creating a world of colors for our young artists. Next up, we're going to delve into the soothing world of Yankee candles. These little vessels of fragrance can transform any room into a haven of comfort. But what goes into making them? Well, it all starts with the finest quality wax and the best ingredients from around the world. The wax is carefully heated and dyed, while the fragrances are meticulously blended to create that perfect aroma. Then, the wick, which is a crucial part of the candle, is inserted into the mix. Once the candles are set and cooled, they are packaged with great care, ready to be shipped to stores worldwide. So, what's the price tag on these comforting scents? Including the cost of materials, labor, and distribution, a standard Yankee candle can cost around $20 to make. Now you know the price of filling your home with those comforting scents. Let's not forget the breakfast staple, Kellogg's Cocoa Pops. These crunchy, chocolatey bites are more than just a quick morning fix. They're a symphony of ingredients and a marvel of manufacturing that come together to create that familiar bowl of morning joy. From the initial selection of grains, these are then toasted, puffed, and coated with a fine dusting of cocoa. But the magic doesn't stop there. The packaging process plays an equally vital part. Each box is carefully filled, sealed, and stamped with the Kellogg's promise of quality. All of this, while ensuring that every box contains just the right amount of Cocoa Pops for your breakfast enjoyment. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The cost of creating a box of Cocoa Pops might come as a surprise. It's a delicate balance of ingredient costs, manufacturing, packaging, and transportation. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it for that chocolatey morning crunch. So that's how much it costs to kickstart your day with a bowl of Cocoa Pops. Now let's step into the world of fashion with the Adidas hoodie. This ubiquitous piece of clothing is more than just a simple garment. It's a statement, a symbol of street style, and a testament to the power of branding. But what goes into the making of an Adidas hoodie that makes it such a global sensation? The journey of an Adidas hoodie starts with the material. Most hoodies are made primarily from cotton, with a dash of polyester thrown in for durability. The cotton is sourced from all over the world, but a large portion comes from India and the United States. Polyester, on the other hand, is a synthetic material derived from petroleum. Yes, you heard it right, the same stuff that fuels our cars. Once the raw materials are gathered, they're spun into yarn, then woven into fabric. The fabric is then dyed, cut into pieces, and sewn together to form the hoodie we all know and love. The iconic Adidas logo, the 3 stripes, is then printed or embroidered onto the hoodie. Now let's talk about the design process. Adidas employs a team of talented designers who work tirelessly to ensure that the hoodie is not only functional, but also fashionable. They experiment with different colors, patterns, and cuts, creating designs that resonate with the brand's target audience. After the design is finalized, the hoodie goes into mass production. Thousands of hoodies are manufactured in factories, packaged, and shipped to stores around the globe. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the cost. The production cost of an Adidas hoodie is around $20. However, the retail price is significantly higher, usually around $60 to $80. The difference covers marketing, distribution, and a healthy profit for Adidas. So the next time you put on your Adidas hoodie, remember the journey it's been on. From the cotton fields to the design studios to the factory floor, it's a long and fascinating process. And that's the price of staying warm and stylish. Next, we'll talk about a controversial item, the vape pen. A vape pen, a symbol of modernity or a menace depending on your perspective, is pretty interesting when you get down to its nuts and bolts. At its core, it's a simple device: a battery, a heating element, and a tank to hold the e-liquid. The battery supplies power to the heating element, which warms up and turns the e-liquid into vapor. That's all there is to it, really. But when you factor in the cost of materials, the lithium for the battery, the metal for the heating element, and the glass for the tank, and add in the labor and manufacturing costs, it starts to add up. Then there's the cost of the e-liquid itself, which varies depending on the brand and flavor. And finally, the moment of truth. The average cost to produce a vape pen, well, it hovers around the $10 to $20 range. That's the cost of producing this much-debated gadget, folks. Now let's pour out the secrets of a bottle of Glenfiddich whiskey. This luxurious libation starts as a humble grain. Barley, to be exact. This grain is malted, mashed, and then fermented. The resulting liquid, known as the wash, is then distilled twice to create a spirit called new make. But the magic really starts with the aging process. This new make spirit is transferred to oak casks, where it matures over time, absorbing flavors from the wood. Each year, a small amount evaporates, the so-called angel's share. The longer the whiskey ages, the richer and more complex its flavor profile becomes. Finally, the aged whiskey is carefully bottled, ready to be savored by whiskey lovers worldwide. So, what's the price tag for this process? Well, a bottle of 12-year-old Glenfiddich can set you back about $50. A steep price perhaps, but remember, you're paying for time, craftsmanship, and tradition. So that's the cost of this liquid gold. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about a can of Pedigree dog food. This is more than just a meal for our four-legged friends. It's a carefully crafted blend of ingredients, formulated to keep them healthy and satisfied. Inside each can, you'll find a combination of meat, grains, and vegetables, all selected for their nutritional value and taste appeal to dogs. The process of making dog food is a meticulous one. The ingredients are cooked, mixed, and canned in a sterile environment to ensure freshness and safety. But the journey doesn't end there. Rigorous quality checks are performed to guarantee that each can meet the high standards set by Pedigree. So, how much does it cost to make that can of dog food that your pup loves so much? Well, it's not as much as you might think. The cost of ingredients, processing, and quality checks all add up to about 75 cents per can. And that, my friends, is the cost of keeping our furry friends happy and healthy. Now that we've uncovered the cost of all these items, let's add them up. The 50-inch flat-screen TV, a marvel of modern technology, comes in at $400. The Apple mobile phone, our daily companion, costs a cool $1,000. A pack of Crayola crayons, the tools of creativity for our little artists, is a mere $3. The Yankee Candle, infusing our homes with comforting scents, is $20. The Kellogg's Cocoa Pops, a champion's breakfast indeed, is $4. The Adidas hoodie, a trendy fashion statement, costs $60. A vape pen, the Smoky Secret, is around $30. Our luxurious libation, the bottle of Glenfiddich whiskey, is $90. And finally, a can of Pedigree dog food, a feast for our furry friends, is $1. Add it all up, and you're looking at an eye-opening total of $1,612. Remember, knowledge is power, and now you're a bit more powerful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, this is your boy, Mr. Potato, signing off.